scoring over 85 points in each of those wins. And they'll be looking to continue to do so here tonight, here at home. JDA Dijon now suffering last game day, the heaviest defeat for a French side here in the Basketball Champions League, losing 105-73 against Casademont Zaragoza. Zaragoza Baby will take it on Happy Casa Brindisi. Besiktas Sambo Japan against Neptunus Klaipeda. And tomorrow, Casademont Zaragoza will be taking on PAOK. Currently sit bottom here in Group D. Well, one thing now for the visitors, JDA Dijon, is that they have won their last 2 away games here in the Basketball Champions League. They've never won 3 in a row away from their home court. They make that a reality here tonight. Game day 13. Well, JDA Dijon, just look at the table right now, sitting second place. Telekom Bonn could more or less seal their fate in a top 4 with a win tonight. Judging how other results go, Besiktas Sambo Japan will be hoping JDA Dijon do pick up that 3rd victory on the road here in a row. And Telekom Bonn more or less seal the deal tonight, judging how other results go. We'll just get a look at some of the players we'll be featuring tonight for the visitors. Richard Solomon being one of their top athletic players, had an outstanding dunk in game day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. Jeremy Leloup, also one of their high-flying sharpshooters. And Axel Julien, another one point guard cutting into his veteran years. David Holston, also the American veteran, 34 years of age. Putting up hefty numbers in the stat sheet, that's for sure. Eugene Lawrence now just making a move over. Remember, they played for Irabasel Nürnberg 2 seasons ago, and last year in the Basketball Champions League. Had a very good campaign in the Czech Republic, playing for them for so many seasons. But they've got also Frazier, Bartolo, Jomas. Eugene Lawrence, as we mentioned, Bojan Subotic, not to mention, as we said before, Yoman Polos Bartolo will also be there tonight. Gabriel De Oliveira will also be looking to feature the young fella. One has to make some noise this season. They got to make sure that the home court counts. We've got a very good crowd here tonight. About this arena here in the Telekom Dome is that the atmosphere can be absolutely electrifying when it gets going here. We'll just get set now to look at the teams tonight. But you know, one thing about Rashid Solomon is the one dunk he had against Concorde Bailey. I think it was in game day 2 or 3. I mean, this is a very athletic JDA Dijon team, that's for sure. And it's one thing that Telekom Bonn is going to have to do is get back in transition deep, take the paint, and come up with as many rebounds as possible. We'll look at Dijon right now. Basically a team that's heavily relying on the play of Suleiman. David Holston now averaging 12 points per game, while Chassong's averaging 11 points, the big fella inside. One of the 3 main go-to players. Olma also averaging 10.9. Vietis chipping in 8, but it's a team that really likes to going in transition. Averaging about 9 3-pointers a game, but they're not the most prolific 3-point shooting team, but we'll see how it goes here tonight. Maybe this could be one big hurdle. One thing you gotta love about basketball here in Germany is that the atmospheres just get absolutely electrifying here. You can hear the fans going all night long. And no doubt we'll be seeing them act as a 6th man on the court for Telekom Bonn. That's something JDA Dijon had to be aware about coming into an atmosphere like this one. We'll just get set now to look at the players now from Telekom Bonn. Bonn having some very interesting results in recent weeks. I mean, they've made very good work of Concorde Bailey and came up short on the road in game day 10 against Besiktas Sambo Japan, but it was a very unconvincing game last week against Neptunus Klaipeda on the road, which they probably felt like they should have won. They got absolutely ripped apart, 93-68. It doesn't get any tougher than this. I mean, last game will be PAOK on the road, but that's a game that they really hope they don't have to win. We'll see how destiny goes. Eugene Lawrence, as we mentioned, from Brooklyn, New York, the Big Apple, tattooed on his arm. Great 2 seasons when he was playing for Air Basketball Nürnberg. Also a member of the Basketball Champions League, and we'll be hoping that get things going again with the same form here for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Well, statistically, you know, Bonn, one of those teams that really do rely on getting things going inside. I mean, they're a team that can light it up on the perimeter, but we haven't seen it so consistently this season. That's something head coach Thomas Pasch is trying to change into this team. Beautiful philosophy of getting the ball moving around the perimeter and getting those open looks. It's going to have to start here in game day 13. No time ever. The good thing for Telekom Baskets Bonn is that destiny is in their hands. I mean, more or less, they just got to keep on winning, and they win the last 2 games, even maybe tonight. Maybe Castle Brindisi, it could be all over for them, but we'll find out here as we are literally 4 minutes away from tip. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we introduce our officials tonight. Our officials, he does some excellent work here in the Basketball Champions League and all of our competitions, coming from Spain, Serbia, Latvia, Kristaps, Konstantinovs, Sasha Maricic, and Antonio Conde. Well, very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in the Basketball Champions League. We'll just start to look at the starting lineup from JDA Dijon, and I would be very surprised to see an unchanged start from last week, but they're going to have to make sure they got off to a good start here. Really get out in transition, make the most of it. So Lemon now their top scorer, as we mentioned, 14 points per game, but starting lineup, we've got Kulvietis inside, along with Chassong, Lamonte Omar, David Holston, and Rashid Suleiman make up the starting 5 in the backcourt. It's a very explosive backcourt they've got, and not to mention, this is a team that will get out in transition, but more importantly, it's the athleticism inside. Coach Lemame, Laurent Lemame, will be hoping that his team can get over the final hurdle. Maybe tonight can be that final hurdle, but it doesn't get any tougher than this here on the road in the city of Bonn. Well, Bonn, no doubt, we'll see Eugene Lawrence running the backcourt for the team here. Which is if they can get things going inside, of course. I mean, Subotic is going to have a very big performance tonight, that's to say the least. They have to really control the boards and make sure that they stop JDA Dijon getting out in transition and going for those second chance points. Well, they got one of the better defensive players, Jorman Polos Bartolo. He'll play the small forward role. Benjamin Simon, will play the power forward. And then you can see Eugene Lawrence also in the lineup. As we mentioned, Coach Thomas Pasch trying to get a philosophy going here with Telekom Baskets Bonn and trying to replicate the success of other German teams have had here in the Basketball Champions League. The likes of MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg having a good season 2 years ago, making to the Final Four. And not to mention Brosch Bamberg making the Final Four last year. Maybe Bayreuth coming close in 2018, having lost to MHP Riesen Ludwigsburg. And his job will be, can he get Telekom Baskets Bonn on the same level? No better chance to do it here at Europe's elite contest, the Basketball Champions League. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in the Telekom Arena in the city of Bonn. Game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. It's currently second place. JDA Dijon looking set to make their entrance into the next round of the Basketball Champions League against fourth place Telekom Baskets Bonn, our hosts. Remember, destiny is in their hands. A win tonight will just edge them one step closer to making that top 4 finish. And who knows, depending on how other results go, could see them cement a top finish tonight, but we'll find out. All to play for here, game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. Well, I just wonder now how they'll try to get out in transition and really try and play some high-tempo basketball. But one thing that JDA Dijon will try and do is, well, we're just going to have a minute of silence now for the passing away of one of basketball's greatest, Kobe Bryant.
A minute of silence will be respected this week before the start of every Basketball Champions League game. And the honor and memory of this legend, 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist, and FIBA Basketball World Cup Ambassador. Die Basketballwelt trauert eine Ikone ihres Spiels, Kobe Bryant. Eine Schweigeminute wird diese Woche vor dem Beginn jedes Basketball-Champions-League-Spiels abgehalten, zu Ehren und in Erinnerung an diesen legendären 5-maligen NBA-Champion, 2-maligen Olympiasieger und FIBA Basketball World Cup Botschafter. Vielen Dank. Thank you.
One of basketball's greatest. Minute silence now for the 5-time NBA champion, 2-time Olympic medalist. And we were very fortunate to have him as the ambassador for the FIBA World Cup. Thank you, Kobe Bryant, for everything you've done for the game of basketball. Gone, but never forgotten. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. The officials are set, the teams are set, tip is underway. Don't go anywhere as we're set for play. Well, the tip is underway now, and JDA Dijon now will get the first possession of the game. Well, tempo is just going to be key in this game right now. JDA Dijon have to make sure they keep pushing, especially in front of a very big atmosphere like this. Olsen now pick and pop with Chasson. Chasson now top of the key, takes it, doesn't get it. Oh, Olsen gets his rebound. Suleiman now takes in the lane. Goes in, tries to dish it off. They turn it over. Now Eugene Lawrence now taking in transition, draws a foul. Half court against Alexandre Chasson. Chasson that just got caught out in the half court. And Eugene Lawrence, one of those players that will try and play fast tempo basketball. Lawrence now heavily guarded by the 34-year-old veteran, David Holston. Holston, now you got to know he has more years to come in. I mean, he's just such a fantastic basketball player, but got a game-side guard in Eugene Lawrence. Goes down low, the big fella bumps in the lane, makes it off the glass. Strong move there by Steven Zimmerman. Well, Zimmerman just set the screen, went straight to the basket, and did so well to get it off the glass under pressure. JDA Dijon now down the other end. Kicks this one out now to Holston. Holston comes up one screen, kicks this one out now, takes it down the middle. Another kick out. We got a 3-ball. The 3 is up. 3 is good. Well, beautiful kick out there. Lamonte Oma just nailed it from downtown. Coming off one screen now, back down the middle. He's got options, puts up a little teardrop. Simons can't get it, but it's that man again, Zimmerman. And now, Lamonte Oma now gives this one up to Holston. Holston now draws the foul. Blocking foul called on Eugene Lawrence. Lawrence now trying to get the offensive foul called on David Holston, but just got beat to the spot there. You see strong move now by Zimmerman in the lane. I mean, does so well to keep the ball up high. There's the kick out now to the wide open Lamonte Oma, nailing it. Gets this one out. Lamonte Oma now, he's made one 3-pointer. Gets up one screen now, kicks this out. Down low to Chasson. Chasson under the basket, goes up, gets the and one. And Alexandre Chasson will go to the free throw line to make it a 3-point play. Well, Chasson now setting those pick and rolls and going very aggressively to the basket. They're just getting those good looks down in the low block. Chasson now can't make the 3-point play. Zimmerman with the rebound. It's a 5-2 lead now to JDA Dijon. He's up one screen now, takes him with his left, has to kick it back out. Lawrence now, this is one in the corner. Bartolo Bolas takes in the lane and can't draw the foul, but, sorry, can't draw the shooting foul, but it will be sideline ball now to, simple pick and roll. I mean, doesn't go straight up to the roller, but Chasson gets the ball reversal and a high-low dump. Will play by JDA Dijon. The lane can't get it, tries a tip back, still can't get it. Chasson with a rebound now. And here comes JDA Dijon in transition. Listen now, give and go, gets it intercepted. Great hands by Telekom Bonn. in transition, pulls up for a three. Three is up, three is good. Ties the game up. Well, run and gun basketball now. Simons nails it in transition. Both these two teams now really just going to go out this game. I mean, JDA Dijon have a point to prove that they want to be the better team here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, Telekom Basketball's Bonn fighting for their lives right now. Just on down low, they turn it over and transition now. Takes him on his right, gets his pocket picked. It will be baseline ball to Telekom Basketball's Bonn. Has it now baseline, tries a love pass down low with good hands now. Goes up with it. Oh, he missed a wide open look. Well, he's got to make that. Yoman Bartolo Yomas has to do better. Lane now kicks this one out. Good ball reversal. Lamonte Omar for three from downtown. 2 for 2 for Lamonte Omar. Omar now just finding his rhythm from the perimeter. He puts JDA Dijon back up. Lane now draws a foul. Now offensive foul's been called. So Lamonte Omar takes the charge. That was a great defensive play by in the lane now. Lamonte Omar turns around, fades away on the baseline, doesn't get it. Chasson follows up. He gives it an easy 2 points. Well, they got to block out the big fella. Down, looking to go handoff. Back to the big fella now, looking for a handoff. Simons. Simons falls over, gets back up. Shot clock now. Lawrence looking to isolate, crosses over in the lane, kicks out again. They try a three in the corner. Three is nothing but net. Well, nails it from downtown. That is Brown. Downtown Brown. Downtown Alec Brown now showing what he could do. Nailed the triple. Almost down low to Chasson. Chasson goes in with his left. Chasson goes in. Well, he is loving it. Everything in the low block. And that back down post play. They throw it down low now. Cross court. Yoman solo now. Comes up with it. Goes baseline. Can't keep it alive. And the big man goes up. Bit of contact. No foul called. Well, Zimmerman just finishes under a bit of pressure. Telekom Basketball's Bonn fighting for every possession. So David Holston back down to Chasson. Chasson backs down, spins around. Well, good footwork. Chasson going to work. Well, it is literally like watching Hakeem Olajuwon down there with the footwork, spinning around, pump faking. Eugene Lawrence now in the lane. Eugene Lawrence kicks this one out. Well, he's made 1-3, takes another one, doesn't get it. Now a push and transition now with David Holston. Holston now taking it down the middle. Holston kicking this one out. Well, the three is up. In and out, doesn't get it. Off a handoff now. He's made 1-3, takes another one. Well, he nails that one for downtown. Benjamin Simons just making it count. It's now a 1-point lead to JDA Dijon. Yoman Polos Bartolo with the pressure, just having a few words with David Holston. There's the handoff coming off. I mean, outside defense on the screen, just setting up. You got to remember, Benjamin Simons is going to nail those shots down all game long. Lamonte Omar now trying to get the ball to David Holston, but he's heavily guided by Bartolo. Drawing another foul, and that's the 14th foul now on Telekom Basketball's Bonn. Mont Brunig. That's a 15 foul, and again, this is a silly foul to give away. Subotic, now they get to send JDA Dijon to the free throw line. Well, Kolvietis now will have 2 free throws. Well, that was just a silly foul to give away. JDA Dijon now enjoying moving the ball in transition, getting some of those open looks, but more importantly, getting to the free throw line right now, already drawing 5 fouls in the penalty against Telekom Bonn with 4 minutes to go here now in the first quarter. Well, down low, wide open, he's got to go ahead. Somebody just gets rejected. Well, Suleiman came out of nowhere and just ripped the ball out of his hands. I mean, look at this. He thinks he's got a wide open look and just, no, sir. I don't know if you can be any quicker than that. I mean, Subotic, someone's got to let him know. Suleiman's coming. Subotic now, top of the key, takes in the lane, goes in, lays it up off the glass. Strong move by Bojan Subotic. Coming off one screen now. Gotta be quick with it. Well, falls over in the lane, no foul called. And now Telekom Bonn can push in transition. Oh, we got numbers, kicks out an awkward pass. Bartolo from the corner, it's a long 2-pointer. Here's Telekom Bonn, a 1-point lead now, 17-16. 3 minutes to go here now in the first quarter. Isolate, crossing over. Oh, he's got to make it. Beautiful move. Oh, baby! Rashid Suleiman going to work. And he has a couple of words for Yorman Polos Bartolo. I mean, that was a smooth crossover. This game getting a bit of flavor to it. Well, coming up with a steal now. Transition. What do we have in the lane? Euro step. Now, foul's been called, so he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Suleiman now, and Bartolo getting into it. Fisher's gonna have to look at that crossover, pulls up for it, in your face. You gotta love it. And Bartolo now sinking it down the other end. I mean, these 2 players going back and forth. Well, Cebu now coming into this game and just getting that assist up Bartolo. He missed the first free throw. I want to say Omar, 2 for 3 from the field. He's 2 for 2 from the perimeter this evening. JDA Dijon now with a 2-point lead with 2.5 to go now in the first quarter. Game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. Switches now after Mont Brunig, and a foul's been called off the ball. I'm not sure if that's on Axel Julian or foul has been called close to the basket. Subotic had the shot, doesn't take it. And it was Cebu. One screen, has to pull up a tough shot, 5 seconds, doesn't get it. Rashid Suleiman now comes up with it. Julien deals with the full court pressure. Takes this one out. For a handoff, well, beautiful play in the lane, goes, dishes, oh, gives it a sweet little dunk. Well, Richard Solomon went in and just gave it a effortless throw down. Thomas now kicks out to Subotic. Well, Subotic has got to get this shot up, but Cebu tries a three. Didn't hit his last one. Solomon with a rebound. Now JDA Dijon can push. The numbers ahead. Off to Sheed now. Sheed now coming off one screen. Hesitated, pulls up for 15. Doesn't get it. Now Telekom Basket's Bonn will push in transition. Oh, beautiful pass in the lane. Running now, looking to back down. Well, he's got caught in the double team. Kick this one out. Steps out of bounds and they turn it over. 1:16 to go here in the first quarter. Careless turnover for Telekom Basket's Bonn. Now with Axel Julien. A beautiful play in the lane. Solomon gets fouled. Well, that was a sweet little play there. And what's going on now with JDA Dijon? They're trying to get this dribble handoff with two post players high. And as soon as he went off Richard Solomon's pick, Solomon went straight to the basket. Beautifully executed offense by JDA Dijon. But we got a timeout now to Telekom Basket's Bonn. As they trail this one by 4 points, 21-17 here in the first quarter.
Have the hands down. No, be active, be physical, be on the ball. He sets the screen, Brandon, and you're guarding it. Go under, no problem. But don't defend him here. Everyone, we're way too far. We're holding off. No, pick it up more physically, offensively, attack them.
Statistically, you can see JDA Dijon exactly as they are on the perimeter as they are within the rainbow. Same for Telekom Basket's Bonn, 50% within the rainbow. 50% outside, likewise for JDA Dijon with 67%. I don't think you'll ever see a stat like that here in professional basketball. I mean, it's only 1:50 to go here in the first quarter, but it is very extraordinary. But as you can see now with Coach Pash saying to his guys, look, defense needs to be more aggressive. They're coming off this dribble handoff way too easily. We're making life too easy for them. We got to make it difficult, force them into bad turnovers, try and get out in transition. I mean, right now, Zimmerman doing a lot of work in the low block. Subotic trying to get a shot out from the perimeter, but again, they got to whip that ball, make it move, get some open looks, try and get into this game a little bit better. Solomon makes the first free throw, and again, he's coming to this game and making a big impact already. You see his understanding of where to position himself and just set those screens and get straight to the basket. He's got good hands as well. Great movement for a big fella. Makes it 2 for 2 from the stripe. Gives him a 6-point lead. 1 minute to go now here in the first quarter. Game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. Cebu now taking it in with his right hand, trying to dish it off, and goes out of bounds. And I called that JDA Dijon ball. I think they assumed it's come off Frazier, but no complaints from the Telekom Basket's Bonn players. Well, they almost turned it back over, but both teams now getting a little bit sloppy in possession. Seconds now here in the first quarter. David Holston on the ball. Axel Julien now kicks this one out. Holston has a three, puts it up. David Holston can't get it. Solomon gets a tip to it, goes out of bounds. And it will be Telekom Basket's Bonn ball. 33.3 seconds. They trail this one by 6 here in the first quarter. Seconds difference between the game clock. Sorry, 9 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock, but it's going to go down to 6 seconds. We got a fresh 14 on the shot clock with 20 seconds in the first quarter. Seibu now coming off one screen with Zimmerman. Well, he's missed 2 threes, takes the third one, still can't get it. Offensive rebound, puts up a little jump hook, still can't get it. Holston's got a few seconds. Well, goes out of bounds. You're gonna have to probably adjust the timing there, I think, because I think there was like 2.6 seconds left, but looks like the official's gonna go with it. Axel Julien, bit of contact. Oh, almost got it. Off the backboard. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, it is the visitors. JDA Dijon lead this one 23-17. I'll show you some stats, show you some highlights, but back shortly in a few minutes for the second quarter. We can see both teams now just starting to kick in a bit of anxiety. Both teams 3 for 7 and 2 for 5 from the perimeter. JDA Dijon 6 for 9 from within the rainbow, while Telekom Bonn 4 for 9. Telekom Bonn haven't gone to the free throw line this season. That's something they're gonna have to change. But here are some highlights from the first quarter. We start the second quarter now. Telekom Bonn trail this one by 6 points. Zimmerman going handoff now with Seibu. JDA Dijon in a 2-3 zone. It's pit at work because now they get out in transition. So Julien now down the middle, taking pop play. This one out to David Holston. Good ball move. Julien tries a 3. Well, nails it. They started with a 2-3 zone, causing a turnover. Got out in transition. Sweet little ball reverse on a wide open shot there for Axel Julien. 9-point lead now for the team from France. Well, he's got to make this one. This time he gets it. 1 for 4 now. Yoshiko Seibu gets it to go from the perimeter, cuts it back down to a 6-point ball game. Well, Leloup tries his luck, doesn't get it. Just slightly off balance on his shot for Jérôme Leloup. One screen now, looking for an option. Subotic drills a foul. Brandon Frazier coming off the screen very aggressively, and again, not a bad option for him. That was the ball reverse on the good look in the corner, and Yoshiko Seibu nailing it. He's now kicking in the corner. Well, has an open look, goes baseline. Just turns it over, kicks it out. They get a 3. The 3 is up. The 3 is no good. And now David Holston comes up with it. Now tries to slow this one down. Takes it in, hesitates, puts up a little finger roll, doesn't get it. Subotic now. The key guys go back door, gives it to him this time. Frazier got it by David Holston. Well, hit the basket. Seibu tries another 3. This time can't get it. big rebound, and now they can push Holston. Numbers, have we got an alley-oop? Oh, yeah, we do! Take off! You could see it coming before it was executed. Well, Abdullah Loom just got out in transition. David Holston had one thing on his mind at half court. 2-on-1, threw it up, and it was thrown it down. Foul is called. Oh, I want to see a replay of that alley-oop. I mean, that was just a spectacular play. Quick transition by JDA Dijon. Here you can see it right now. He throws it up, and Loop throws it down. What a play. It is showtime. JDA Dijon basketball. Off the baseline now. Yohan Bartolo. And this one inbound now. Simons has a little fadeaway in the lane. Sweet shot. Nothing but net by Benjamin Simons. Cuts it back down now to a 6-point ball game. Simons now 3 for 4 from the field. Has 8 points in the game. Holston now kicking this one out. Julian's made 1 3. Doesn't get this one. Solomon tries to get the offensive rebound, but Boss's Bonn will push in transition. This is better now from Telekom Boss's Bonn. Patient play, trying to get something going, make the defense shift. In the lane, beautiful pass. Brunig goes in. Brunig's gonna go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Come on, Brunig just getting himself in the key there, making himself an instant threat. There was a fadeaway. Benjamin Simons, not a lot of rotation on that ball, but he just got it off as he elevated high on the fadeaway. Roman Brunig now will shoot these 2 free throws. He makes the first one. He's proving to be a very key player for Telekom Basketball Bonn. 4th season now here in the Basketball Champions League. Doesn't get the second one. Originally from Leverkusen, Germany. Played at the University of Montana and Washington for that matter. Takes this one out now. Jeremy Leloup goes in, gives it a little teardrop, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound. 10 seconds on the shot clock. He knocks out, kicks out to David Holston. Holston down the middle. Holston bit of contact, puts up a wild one, doesn't get it. Subotic with a rebound now. Charles one by 5. Subotic down low. Beautiful play. Yohan Bartolo nails it, throws it down. Beautiful fast break. All right, Telekom Basketball Bonn. Right now it's timeout to JDA Dijon as they have to talk it over.
On the set defense, they score only on the small mistake. One time, Adu forget here, one time on C. You let pass inside, okay? No small mistake.
Right now, if you look at the rebounds, JDA Dijon leading them with 10 defensive rebounds and 8. Telekom Basketball Bonn, but they do have 3 more offensive rebounds, so they're leading 13 to 10 at the moment. That's something they're gonna have to maintain this game. I mean, they got the size and the physicality of the likes of Loom, Chasson, even some of their guards with Lamonte Omar and Jeremy Leloup as well. It's definitely something that can play in their favor.
Okay, watch this relation. Here, pass, and when you go all the way, you switch. Okay, guys, hey, get back on now with them.
Now 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Second quarter at the moment. Boss's Bonn playing a 3-2 zone. It works. They turn it over. Gene Lawrence comes up with it. Lawrence time and space and slows this one down. Simons now comes up one screen with Martin Brunig. Brunig gets caught in a double team. Brunig turns it over. And now push in transition, but they turn it right. No, they keep it alive. Olsen now kicks out. The Loop had the three, didn't take it. Well, steps back between the legs, takes a jump shot, doesn't get it. Abdullah Loom comes over the rebound, fights for it. Tries to dunk it, but a foul's been called on the ground. Abdullah Loom so aggressive, so physical. There was a shot, and Loom tried to tip it back in, grabbed it, got caught in with Yulman, Polos Bartolo. Well, an offensive foul's been called. Great defense by Yulman Polos Bartolo. Gene Morris now on the ball, looking for Bartolo. Gets a handoff. Down low, back to Bartolo. The traveling violation been called. The turnover now for Telekom Basket's Bonn. Got to take care of the basketball. It was a great cut, a handoff. You can see got it in the lane. There was the cut to the basket, but got to do better than that. Bartolo is going to be a key influential player in this game. He's got to make sure he keeps things under control. So Julian now gets called for the foul. So Julian pulls up for another three, nails it from downtown. Oh, came off a screen, a bit of a mix-up on defense, and pulled the trigger. That was from downtown. Back to a 6-point lead now for the team from France. Down low to Martin Brunick. Brunick under the basket, gets caught in it, kicks out, good ball movement. Well, tries it again, doesn't get it. Back to Alec Brown. Morris now looking to isolate. Goes up against Lim, steps in and around. Bartolo forces up a shot. Yorman Bartolo, nothing but net. I'm trying to figure out if he had his foot on the line, but I think it's a three-pointer just behind it. Handoff now with Axel Julian. Julian pick a pop. Kicks this one out to Jeremy Leloup. Leloup goes baseline, draws a foul. It's now the second team foul, or third team foul, sorry. The Telekom Basket's Bonn. I think what the officials have gone back to see is that last shot from Yorman Bartolo. Was it a three-pointer? Was it a two-pointer? I think they're just reviewing. Now, it did look very close, but about these instant replays that they can go back and be precise, especially with all the camera angles we've got. Something that's been very extraordinary here in the Basketball Champions League. Well, the officiating here in the Basketball Champions League has just been magnificent. It's been absolutely unbelievable. The ability just to go back and review the play and just simple plays like that. Was it a three-pointer? Was it a two-pointer? Was it a regular foul, an unsportsmanlike foul? But there's Bartolo right there. It's hard to see because Axel Julian is in the way. That's a view from behind the basket. Here's another one. If I'm honest with you, I think that's a three-pointer. It does look like he's just slightly behind it. say, if you wanted my opinion, that's it. It's a three-pointer. I'm sure the officials now are looking just at other angles. There's another angle, but again, that's a tough one to see. The angle does look like he's on the line, but marginally though, you know? Well, the three-pointer has been given. It will stay a three-point shot. The score will stay the same. Nothing changed there. Baseline ball now to JDA Dijon with 4:07 to go here in the first half. Marcel Julien now on the ball, giving this one up to Sheet Soliman. Soliman now. The foul's been called. It's an offensive foul, I think. It's on Alexandre Chasson. Silly foul to give away because now Yoman Paulos Bartolo, 52 free throws. Originally from Camagüey, Cuba, starting his basketball career in Germany in the city of München. He's played ever since, was at the Gießen 46ers. Made the move over to the city of Bonn here back in 2016. He's enjoyed life ever since. It's now a one-point ball game. JDA Dijon in the lead of this 31-30. Has a love pass. Chasson, good hands, got to go up with it. Well, gets rejected. But Martin Brunnig makes such a great defensive play, but it will be baseline ball. Back to JDA Dijon. Martin Brunnig now, after making the excellent defensive play, will go to the bench, and what a play he made there down low. Inside baseline now to Soliman, now goes in, gets another rejection. This time it's Benjamin Simons. And now Telekom Bas's Bonn will push in transition. Gene Lawrence now getting a handoff. Down low now, he's got to give it out now. Bartolo in the lane. Bartolo fades away to give him the lead, doesn't get it. JDA Dijon hold on to the lead now by 1 point. With under 3.5 to go here in the second quarter. Marcel Julien's made 2 threes, makes a third one. He's now 3 for 5 from the perimeter from downtown. Well, he is slicing and dicing it up now. Back to a 4-point lead to JDA Dijon. 9 points for Julien. As we mentioned, 3 for 5, all coming from the perimeter. And Simons now takes in the lane. Simons goes up. Simons gets a little piece on it. Now Marcel Julien will push in transition. Julien now coming off one screen, back to Chasson. Chasson kicks out, big time 3, doesn't get it. Eugene Lawrence in transition. Lawrence pulls up for a 3, doesn't get it. Well, Yoman Paulos Bartolo coming in with a follow-up. Well, he went in for the second shots point in. Got to put a body on him. You just can't allow any shot to go up and not have a single box out on Yoman Paulos Bartolo. One screen now, down low. Chasson goes up. Chasson gets the and-1. Strong move by the big fella. Again, it's just that simple pick and roll. You go with that. Alexandre Chasson sets a screen on the ball, and he goes straight to the basket. Well, no one picks like Chasson. No one goes to the basket like Chasson. Well, Chasson now makes the 3-point play and puts it back up by 5 points. 2:12 to go here in the second quarter. He now goes up to 11. 5 for 7 from the field. Very physical defense now. Boyan Subotic. Lawrence now looking to isolate, goes down the middle. Eugene Lawrence goes up, can't get it. Keep it alive now. Marcel Julien across court. Down the middle, great defensive play by Yeoman Both. Big time three, doesn't get it. Pick and pop now. Boyan Subotic tries a three-pointer, doesn't get it. Well, they get us some good looks, but Telekom Bosses Bonn just can't knock him down at the moment. Gene Lawrence now looking to isolate in and out. Beautiful move, kicks this one out. Simons, he's made 2 threes, makes a third one. A beautiful penetration kick out by Eugene Lawrence to find Simons. He just drains the triple, cuts it back down to a 2-point ball game. Well, push off, he tries another three-pointer way off the mark. Forced shot by Axel Julien. Transition, Simons turns it over. A snappy play by Telekom Bosses Bonn. Now JDA Dijon, an opportunity to go 2 for 1, but looks like we got a timeout now. These two teams want to talk it over. Well, a technical foul now, I believe, has just been called on JDA Dijon. Looks like Rachid Suleiman had something to say. JDA Dijon need to keep their cool right now. Telekom Bosses Bonn are going to get a free throw.
Finish good, guys. La montre, we're up. No head from side. He's a shooter. If they have, I don't care.
Well, they can see the second chance points going in favor of Telekom Bosses Bonn. They've got 10, only to JDA Dijon's 2 points, but you know, JDA Dijon trying to settle for a lot of perimeter shots in the favor of Axel Julien.
I want to call on now. Switch with here. If you open, you play. Just here. Go. I want Lamont this side. She this side. Okay. If.
Hey, come on, man.
Dave, move on. If you play with Lamont. Yeah. Lamont, you attack the close out here. You have a bonus.
The technical foul was called on Rachid Suleiman, so it will be 1 free throw, as you mentioned, to Telekom Bosses Bonn. This is why a situation, you just got to keep it cool, and I think he's gone over to the official just to apologize. Benjamin Simons now takes the free throw, makes it. Now cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. You can see already Telekom Bosses Bonn putting on the full court man-to-man pressure. It's a great opportunity. Looks like a 1-2-2 zone press, but no problem for JDA Dijon breaking it down. I mean, that's just very, very soft press by Telekom Bosses Bonn. Now they go back to the 3-2 zone defense. Once the Omar pump fakes, baseline, better contact, kicks it out. Well, he's missed 1 3, takes another one, doesn't get it. And a tip back, no basket. Foul is on the ground, I believe. There's the shot by Colvietis, and I think it was the push on the ground to Alexandre Chasson. So only 2 free throws now to the big man with 37 seconds to go. Now, if he makes both these 2 free throws and you get a stop down the other end, it would be a great 2-for-1 opportunity for JDA Dijon. Looks like the foul's on Benjamin Simons. He makes the first free throw. He now moves up to 12 points. He's currently the game's top scorer. Joint with Benjamin Simons. They both got 12, but now he takes that role with 13. 3-point lead now to JDA Dijon with 37 seconds to go. So now 5 for 7 from the field, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Putting up some good numbers. Gets caught, they turn it over now. Great to play. Oh, gets away with a travel. David Holston is going to run this one down. Last shot of the first half. JDA Dijon's lucky they're going to go pick and roll, but zone. Holston in the lane. Holston kicks out, wide open three. Un, deux, trois, s'il vous plaît. And it's that man. You gotta love it. End of the first half. JDA Dijon take a 6-point lead. Lamonte Omar, look at this penetration. Bit of contact. Kicks this one out. Merci beaucoup. Oh, j'aime Lamonte Omar. That is the end of the first half. JDA Dijon lead this one 42-36. Take a look at some stats and just look at the highlights here from the first half. And again, second place, playing fourth place. Telekom versus Bonn need this victory more so just to sort of cement their position here in the top four. These fans looking on very anxiously. Boys from 5, 6 for 15 from the perimeter, as are the home team. JDA Dijon with one more field goal, but they are leading the rebounds 19-18 with 2 less steals and 2 less assists and 1 less steal for that matter. Not a lot to separate these two teams, that's for sure. It's the free throws really that's keeping JDA Dijon in front of this one. And it's on to go Chasson. Newton scoring 13 to Benjamin Simons 12. Axel Julien with 3 threes and Paulo Spatola 11. That is as it stands, ladies and gentlemen. Well, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long because we'll be back in 14 minutes for the second half here of Game Day 13 on the Basketball Champions League. We're live here at the Telekom Dome in the city of Bonn.
ball screen from Radovic. He wants the pass, gets the pass, great fight. Seeley going up with the great fight in the pick and roll.
Well, the shot clock, got to shoot it. Madsen in the lane. Madsen with the throwdown. You gotta love it. I mean, he set the screen, went straight to the basket, and it was finish airways.
And the Sixers with an opportunity here to take the lead at halftime. McKissick flies in. Oh my goodness, quite possibly for the play of the half.
More now to McGee, drives the baseline. Oh, nutmeg pass to Ibethwe. And he hits the three. Tell me that's not going to go onto the highlight reel. Look at this pass.
4 seconds left, the three-pointer to win it, yes! Tyler Stone!
Angola just a bit casual, gets it back. Inside, Sela with a massive throwdown. 2 hands, straight down the middle of the key. That's more like it.
Looking for the pass. Oh, and there's the pass for the big flush to Sean Thomas with authority. Coburn Brown's vision. That is a picture of perfection from Jerusalem.
Inbounds to Telekom. They lead by 4 at the moment. Great pass! What a no-look bounce pass! And the throw down by Egeman Gilbang, carrying on his good work. Now he goes off the dribble. And Terry with a big swat. Just throws it back in Simpson's face. Can they get the 3? Just shot. Oh my goodness! Emmanuel Terry is taking this game over. That's awesome.
Benite goes in and gets Brent the rebound. Oh, goes behind his back. He puts it up. Are you kidding me? Vitor Benite is exceptional tonight. He is just making almost everything that he throws up. Look at this. Behind the back. Wide open.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half here where JDA Dijon have a lead by 6 points against our host Telekom Bonn. It's a Group D fixture here in the second last game of the regular season, game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. The score currently is now 42-36. JDA Dijon relying on the perimeter shooting from Lamonte Omar. Teams with 6 and 5 3-point field goals here in the early stages, but right now, Telekom Bonn could do with a huge boost with a win tonight. Very big game in Group D, but Sampo Japan coming up with a big victory against Neptune's Klaipeda. Or Happy Casa Brindisi out of the equation with a loss to Falco Sombavli. Very disappointing result for those two teams. Klaipeda now regular features here in the Basketball Champions League, really should show more of their experience, but Sombavli, a tough opening game in the Basketball Champions League against JDA Dijon. 5 victories was very impressive. I mean, they lost the last 3 games prior to this evening, but spoiling the party for Happy Casa Brindisi, who I thought personally were looking good this season. I mean, they were literally 4-4 only a few weeks ago, looking in good shape, but that's all over them. But right now, ladies and gentlemen, it's all about Telekom Bonn versus JDA Dijon. Well, depending on how the results go tomorrow, JDA Dijon could go top of the group for next week if Casademont Zaragoza, lose tomorrow, but they'll be up against a very inspired team. They'll be trying to prove otherwise. Bonn Subasic now coming in and playing some decent minutes, but just probably needs to provide a little bit more for the perimeter. Ron Brunning doing what he does best and just being that defensive expertise for Telekom Bonn. We're just gonna set now to start the second half where JDA Dijon hold on to, and you can see a few words again between Yom and Paulos Bartolo. And the JDA Dijon players had with a few players tonight, but more competition, the will to win. Wilson now gives this one up to Solomon. He's got Chasson down low, looking to isolate. Fakes now in the air, down the low. Chasson, quick hands. Oh, he missed a wide open look. And he would have gone up to 15 points if he made that, but now Bartolo in transition. Down low to Brunning. Brunning spins. Brunning almost loses it, keeps it alive. Well, had the shot now, didn't take it. This time he does. Puts it up, no good. Chasson with a rebound, and now they can push the 3-on-2 situation. Well, thought about taking the 3, didn't take it, spins around, kicks out. This time they take the 3. Well, he has taken 3 threes and missed all of them right now. Well, they'll slow this one down, try and get a better look at the basket. Looking roll down low to Chasson. Chasson, oh, hits the side of the backboard. 2 looks here, 2 poor misses. Bonn Subasic takes another 3-pointer, way off the mark. Both teams coming out very rusty here in the second half. Telekom off one screen. Offensive foul called. This time it's on Šalius Kulvietis. Kulvietis now has to be smarter than that. I mean, probably a little bit frustrated. He hasn't had a few good looks on the perimeter, but he won't be giving away silly calls like that one. Martin Brunning now crosses over. Brunning goes all the way. Brunning off the backboard. And that's one thing about Martin Brunning is anytime he gets the ball, he can put it on the floor and he can isolate. The foul's been called off the basket, and I believe it's on Bojan Subotic. Another turnover. This time it's on Sheet Soliman. Soliman. Now here's the isolation by Martin Brunning. A little bit of contact and just kissing off the glass. Strong move by the big fella. One screen now down to Brunning. Brunning, bit of contact. Brunning goes up. Jorman Polos Bartolo with the follow-up. Well, again, goes in for another second chance point. Sheet Soliman now on the ball, gives up to David Holston. Holston crosses over. Well, Kulvietis now tries another three, same result. Poor shot. Benjamin Simons now gives us one up. Frazier. Frazier gets a handoff. Well, they can take the lead with a three-pointer. They can tie the game up. Frazier pick up with Brunning. Brunning down low to Bartolo. Kicks this one out. Simons can give him the lead. 1, 2, 3. He does it. He gives them a 1-point lead. Well, you gotta love it. Benjamin Simons was fading away out of bounds. Well, he is 4 for 4 from the perimeter, 100%. Well, Vincent now gets a handoff with Sheet Soliman. Kicks this one out. David Holston. He's got to make it wide open. Can't get it. Chassam with a rebound. Sheet Soliman for 3. Doesn't get it. And JDA Dijon have yet to score here in the second half. They trail by 1 point. Brandon Frazier off one screen, kicks this one out. Subotic tries another 3, way off the mark. A lot of players getting some good looks, but just not capitalizing. There's the down low play, and here's the follow-up by Bartolo. Being so athletic. Lamonte Omar now gives up to David Holston. Holston down low, good ball movement. Oh, Lamonte Omar, he's made 3 threes. Doesn't get it. JDA Dijon can't buy a bucket right now. Brandon Frazier now kicks this one up to Benjamin Simons. Simons, he's feeling the hot hand. Well, if that gone in, that would have been 5 for 5. It's off one screen. Now they turn it over. Brandon Frazier, bit of showtime. Up and away, lays it up. Avoided the block from Abdullah Loom. Strong layup by Brandon Frazier. Transition, came up with a loose ball. They've gone on a 9-0 run here in the second half. Holston off one screen. Down low to Richard Solomon. Foul's been called. It's only the second team foul for Telekom Bonn. There's the pick and pop now. Brunning down low to Jorman Bartolo. Here's the fadeaway. 1, 2, 3. You gotta love Benjamin Simons from downtown. Loon now comes off a screen with David Holston. Suleiman for another 3 and still can't get it. Lamonte Omar picks up and he steps out of bounds. He turns it over. Has a few words for Eugene Lawrence, and he can't get it. Very spicy right now. And now backs down a low block under the lane. Got to go up with the Zimmerman, missing wide open, gets fouled. And now the big fella will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Lawrence now, he gets a register a point in this game, goes baseline. Lawrence kicks this one out. Benjamin Simons was picking pop with Zimmerman. Zimmerman able to keep it alive. Big man under the basket. And a traveling violation is called. And now a mix-up with Abdul-Alum and Zimmerman. Well, it's only a matter of time as these sets of players have been going back and forth tonight, having a few words, and officials need to step in and calm things down. Full emotions. Stop this thing from escalating. I think the officials now are going to review the tape to see what sanctions to give out. Well, it's a big opportunity now. Well, sorry, big moment, sorry, for these officials to review the replay, see what happened. Well, Zimmerman comes up with a loose ball and spins around, and Zimmerman kind of does go after that limb first. There's the pick and pop play. Now Zimmerman got it there, almost lost it, came up with a loose ball. It's when he comes down with the shot. There's a spin. He's up. He comes that way. You can't see right there. It's just some lucking up, really. I mean, that situation. I don't know. I mean, I have to see from that angle. I mean, nobody really threw a punch at each other. Say worst case scenario be a double technical if anything, but damn, no one's really throwing any punches or anything dangerous. Well, I'm supposed to like foul's been called on both teams. The question now is 2 free throws for each, but I guess who's gonna? So double and sportsmanlike foul's been called, so I think free throws cancel out, and it will be sideline ball to JDA Dijon. Now remember, Zimmerman played in the NBA G League, also started his career with the Orlando Magic, so experienced big fella. Probably got his physicality playing in the United States, while Abdul-Alum is just one tough player. And he likes to mix up and bang around with the big fellas. You can see Richard Solomon now in the lane now, dish it off. Abdul-Alum under the basket. Loom gets down one, responds down the other end. Well, if you make him angry, he'll go to work. That is the first field goal now in 5 minutes and 2 seconds of play for JDA Dijon. Okay, tie the game up now. It's been a poor second half, third quarter for JDA Dijon, and all of a sudden make Abdul-Alum angry. I'll make the three-point play. Off one screen now. Brendan Frazier, a bit of contact. Foul. Looks like the foul was on the ground, but looks like it will be sideline ball to Telekom Bonn. Both teams now in 14 fouls. One foul away from getting to the penalty. Screen now, kicking it out. Well, they turn it over now. This comes up with a loose ball. Cross court, Axel Julian pump fakes in the lane, going all the way, puts up a tough one, doesn't get it. Anti-Loop with an offensive rebound. Jeremy Leloup fakes it, takes it. 1, 2, 3, s'il vous plaît. Jeremy Leloup from downtown. Well, Jeremy Leloup faked the pass, had a wide open look, and all of a sudden now JDA Dijon find himself back up by 2 points. Well, in the lane, gets rejected. Richard Solomon taking care of Bojan Subotic. Well, Subotic thought he had a wide open look, and again, he was nowhere near. You can see now the fans really enjoying the occasion and probably feeling very comfortable, confident knowing about their team's position here in Group D. Alec Brown now on the ball, getting a handoff with Eugene Lawrence. Subotic now cross court. Well, Samuel with another three, doesn't get it. Excel Julien with a rebound. Backing down against Eugene Lawrence. With Solomon. Let's go to Jeremy Leloup. Leloup now, he's made 1 3-pointer. Cross court. Well, Solomon doesn't take many threes, but when he does, he knocks him down. Well, Richard Solomon from downtown. All of a sudden, JDA Dijon just back into life. I mean, they hadn't scored for half of the third quarter. And now Bonn haven't scored for 2 minutes and 44 seconds. Well, Yoshiko for downtown doesn't get it. Now that momentum changes in this game. Julien now on the ball. The problem with Richard Solomon. Well, they're feeling it right now. Kicks this one out. Well, they almost turn it over. It's out of bounds. They do just that and probably just want too many passes. Jeremy Leloup, and why not Solomon with the beautiful rotation on that shot. Solomon now moves to 7 points. He's 2 for 2 from the field. That last 3-pointer. Just over 3 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter. Well, nails it from downtown. I tell you what, it's that fella downtown, Alec Brown. Both teams now with 8 3-point field goals. JDA Dijon out of 23. Telekom Bosses Bonn out of 22. Why not Lamonte Omar? He hit the last 3-pointer of the first half. He can't buy one right now. Lane now, Alec Brown. Spin around, kicks this one out. Yoman Bartolo kicks it out. Gene Lawrence looking to isolate. Gene Lawrence kicking it out. Got to do something with it. Down low in the lane. Yoman Bartolo with the throwdown. Simple dunk by Mr. Reliable. Usually goes in for the second chance points, but he now has 15 points into the game. Top scorer, Yoman Polos Bartolo. Tie game now, 50 apiece. Abdullah Loom down low. Turns it over. Oh no. So it's going to be sideline balls to Telekom Bosses Bonn with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Well, downtown, Alec Brown, you got to love it. Look at this now. Mix up double team off to Eugene Lawrence, but Yoman Bartolo Airways. I mean, he takes one step and he just gives it a simple monster dunk. And the lane goes out of bounds. They turn it over. 1:49 to go. Ball play by JDA Dijon. Fourteenth turnover in the game now for the team. Second place here. Gene Lawrence now drawing another foul. That'll be 2 shots as he catches David Holson off guard. Two free throws now for the guy from New York City. Remember, he used to play for Irreversible Nimburg. He's one of One of their key players for the last 2 years. Stands at 6 feet tall. I mean, he's in his veteran years now. 32 years of age. Doesn't make the second free throw. Only a 1-point lead. Eugene Lawrence actually used to now his second stint with Telekom Bosses Bonn. David Holston now finds his team down by 1. Down the middle, step back, kicks out. Jeremy Leloup. Easy pass, Richard Solomon's made 1-3, end of the shot clock, doesn't get it. Bartolo with a rebound. Under a minute to go now here in the third quarter. Eugene Lawrence crossing over, kicking this one out to Alec Brown. No foul called on the push-off, but Joshiko coming off one screen, and another foul called. JDA Dijon losing the discipline. Foul called on Richard. 0.2 on the shot clock, but we got a timeout now. Telekom Bosses Bonn want to talk it over.
Gino, you got it. Yoshi, your man. Alec, Benny. Set a screen for your man, go. Get down, set a stack. You curl around, then set a good screen. Alec, you come up, pass, Benny clear out, okay? Yoshi, you go to the other side completely. You curl one more time, okay? See if you're not after the inbound, Gino. Or this way, doesn't matter. Back door or hand up. We got 4 seconds. If you open 4 shots.
You see the set play they're trying to drop now for the end of the third quarter. Probably try to get things going as much as possible, but play, try to give it go, but another foul's been called. JDA Dijon really starting to lose the defensive discipline. Eugene Lawrence played at the University of St. John's in his hometown of New York. As we mentioned, from Brooklyn. The second stint whips Telekom Bosses Bonn and puts him up by 3 points. So now JDA Dijon have to respond there. Bonn didn't have any free throws in the first half, and it's starting to change things. Jeremy Leloup now wide open, poor passing. Got to get a better passing, but the foul called, so it's a 15 foul for Telekom Bosses Bonn. So JDA Jeremy Leloup will go to free throw line for 2 shots. There's a big free throws now for Alexander Rochezon. He was the top scorer at one point in the first half, but he missed the first one. He had 13 points, and he had 2 good looks in the beginning, but 5 for 9 from the field. Has 7 rebounds, 3 rebounds away from a double-double, and with only 1 assist, possibly 9 assists away from a triple-double. Lawrence now coming off a screen. keep it alive. Well, you got to shoot it 3 on the shot clock. Lawrence got to step back. Eugene Lawrence, big time 3. Oh, Eugene Lawrence, the boy from Brooklyn, New York. St. John's University, Jeremy Leloup for 3. Oh, he responds, back-to-back triples. This game is coming alive. What a three-point shot there. I think the officials probably will review the footage. Did he get it off in time? I thought he did, but just have to look again at the replay. Eugene Lawrence isolated down one end. Jeremy Leloup quickly down the other end. Well, let's just have a look at the replay. I mean, you can see there's the cross court. Holston gives up. Leloup doesn't even bring the ball down. Quickly get it up and released it. What a follow through. The officials just probably want to take one more look at that. That's the kind of back-to-back plays. I mean, here's Eugene Lawrence. Lawrence stepping back, end of the shot clock. Ice cold, baby. You gotta love it. Now, they inbound it really quickly, get it down the other end. And here was the cross court. I don't think he gets it off, actually. No, that doesn't count. That's unfortunate. That did not leave his hand in time. No basket. Well, that was very unfortunate because that was just a beautiful back-to-back play by these two teams. Well, one more quarter to go. We're in for it, ladies and gentlemen, for this one. Game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. It's a 5-point lead now to Telekom Boston's Bonn. JDA Dijon did have a three-pointer that was disallowed. Back succession plays. Eugene Lawrence isolated, but Bartolo is wide open in the corner. They turn it over to keep it alive. Bartolo now goes baseline. Gets caught, goes off the backboard. Well, nobody boxes Alec Brown out. And it's now a 6-point lead to Telekom Boston's Bonn. Wilson now pulls the trigger on the perimeter. Hasn't made many threes. Still struggles. Lawrence now on the ball. Lawrence isolated. Lawrence in the lane, kicks this one out. Alec Brown doesn't get it. Don't secure the rebound either. Well, they try another three. Three is up, no good. This time they do get the rebound. Now JDA Dijon can push in transition. Julian kicks this one out to Chasson. Austin now with one screen. Austin over. Chisholm now back in the middle. No foul called. Oh, gives it a sweet little finger roll. And he says to him, get up, get up. And the home crowd don't appreciate. Well, Chisholm's got to calm down now. Never want to look at official and insinuate a technical for another player, but down low to Bartolo. Bartolo under the basket in the corner. Oh, one more pass. Beautiful ball movement. Well, he's got to make it. Oh, from downtown. They punish JDA Dijon. The ball movement for Telekom Baskets Bonn is too much to handle. We got a timeout now to the team from France. They need to sort the defense out. You can see the top scorers in the game right now. Alexander Chisholm has 16 points, leading the way for JDA Dijon. So Julien hasn't scored since the first quarter where he had 3 3-pointers. He's 3 for 8 from the field. All of those coming from the perimeter. Paulos Bartolo has 15 for Telekom Baskets Bonn. There's a 3 from Yoshiko. Cebu. Chisholm, now here's the defense. Simple little finger roll. It's an 8-point lead now. It's to the home side, so JDA Dijon have to sort themselves out. Puts it behind his back. So Julien now. What is it? Oh my Lord, almost connected with it. Keeps it alive. Solomon goes up and he throws it down. Aggressive move by Richard Solomon. He almost connected with the alley-oop, but came up with a loose ball and he didn't give up on it. 6-point ball game now. Lawrence now keeping the ball alive. Cross court. Yoshiko Cebu goes in a little jump hook and an offensive foul's called. Great defensive play by Axel Julien. That was the lob play, almost actually connected, but yeah, nobody blocked him out, and he gives it a monster dunk. Richard Solomon. I don't know if Axel Julien was set there. I mean, he jumped into Cebu. Draws a foul. That's the 13th foul now for Telekom Baskets Bonn. The handoff now in the lane. And Lamonte Omar goes baseline. Lamonte Omar hangs in the air. Well, what was he doing? He forgot to shoot it. Transition now. Takes this one, kicks it out. Almost gets no foul called. Crosses over. Cebu behind the back pass. Oh, what a play. Yorman Bartolo, that is just beautiful. Bartolo now goes up to 17 points, but what a pass from Yoshiko Cebu. They need a big play now. Jean-Marie Leluc now draws the 13th foul on Lishka. Well, it doesn't get any better than that. Look, I mean, that is simply unreal for both players, and Yorman Bartolo came out of nowhere. Eight-point lead now. Lamonte Omar under the basket. Lays it up, a super pump fake. And Bartolo is ready to pin him off the backboard. Back to a 6-point ball game. 6.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. kicks this one out. Bartolo can move up to 20. Bartolo now has 20 points in this game. It's a 9-point lead. He's taking this game over. Oh, you've got to love it. Simple as that. Here comes the full court pressure now. One screen now, pushing this one up, but the turn the shot clock now for Axel Julien. Looking in the lane, and a foul's been called. Now that's the 14th foul for Telekom Basis Bonn. That causing all sorts of problems for the home side, just a movement, but sideline ball to JDA Dijon. One foul away from getting in the penalty. Solomon now giving this one up to Suleiman. Axel Julien comes off one screen, back to Richie Solomon. Top of the key, he's got to make it, doesn't get it. Under 6 minutes to go now. Telekom Basis Bonn lead this one by 9 points. G. Lawrence on the ball. Down low to Martin Brunner, kicks this one out. Just gonna take the shot. It's not a shot, but it's just a good movement. Ball goes in, kicks out. Gonna have a wide open look. Sabu in the lane. Sabu takes a circus shot, doesn't get it. Well, Martin Brunner right at the end of the shot clock. Nobody boxed him out. Richie Solomon traveling. Oh, offensive foul called. Right now, JDA Dijon have to call timeout because they are falling all over the place. Looks like Alexandra Chassong's going to come back in the game. Timeout now to the team from France. They trail this one now by 11 points here in the fourth quarter. Just over half a way to go here in this game.
I want zone press defense with the trap. Take a risk aggressive. Full court. It's clear. Every time. Okay. Lamantir. Shield. Dave. Jérémy. Chasse. A trap. You cover here.
Well, Telekom Basis Bonn now with 3 more field goals from the perimeter. 2 from within inside the rainbow. Right now leading the way 52 and 41%. Together 45% shooting from the field for them. Not a bad night. The job's not done yet. 10 to go here in the fourth quarter. They lead this one by 11 points.
Only one team. You have a bonus for foul. Hey, basics in offense. Hey, pressure. Good spacing on the get open. Let's go. Hey, let's play.
Here's the beautiful ball movement, but like, watch it. Nobody blocks out Martin Brunner. That's just poor defense by JDA Dijon. That's just taking desire. Remember, I want to finish on a strong note here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. And finding moments with them. Finding out who you are and what you want to achieve and who you want to be. And that's just, for them, that's not good enough. Comes his own press now. Man, they break it way too easily. Gets this one out now to Eugene Lawrence. Lawrence, big time 3. Well, try to connect with the alley-oop, but come up with a loose ball. Now, this has got to be a possession where JDA Dijon capitalize. Olsen crosses over. Holston goes all the way, throws up a wild one, can't get it. Nobody going in for an offensive rebound. I turn it over now. Jeremy Leloup in transition. Leloup fakes it. Leloup goes all the way. Can't get it. Chasson follows up. Right now, somebody's just going in for that extra effort just to keep them in this game. 9-point ball game. 4:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, 2-on-1 situation. They play the cards right. They turn it over again. Now, 3-on-2. Suleiman now down the middle. Suleiman all the way. Bit of contact. No, lays it up. 7-point lead. We got a timeout now to Telekom Baskets Bonn. You have to manage this zone press by JDA Dijon.
Dino, Greg, Yoshi. Against this press, we're up, okay? Let's be smarter, okay? If there's something obvious, we're taking. If not, we're fine. On a low shot clock situation, call them up, okay? Call them up. On the first one.
Well, Yuman Bartolos, sorry, the top scorer.
Okay, so
Benjamin Simons has 15. He's got 5 3-pointers. 7 from the perimeter. Yeah, leading the scoring for Telekom Baskets Bonn.
But if they're trapping, you gotta come up, so we have lines of pass. On the press break. Guard, big, look, see if we can get it there, then look ahead, and then be patient, all right? But everything starts defensively, all right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, yes. Nächstes Spiel der Telekom Baskets gegen Relatio Paul am Sonntag, den 9. Februar um 18 Uhr. Nächstes Spiel der Baskets, Sonntag, 9. Februar, 18 Uhr.
Well, this is a big moment in the game now. Remember, Telekom Baskets Bonn lead this one by 7 points, and really, the game's in their hand. They got to be smart. They got to run the clock down as much as possible. They almost turned it over as Alexandre Chasson almost came up with a loose ball still, but 3:46 to go here in the fourth quarter. 7-point lead now. And Frazier on the ball, guarded by Olsen. Here comes a double team. Well, they almost turned over again, and a foul called. Jeremy Leloup has a few words for it. A technical foul's been called on Jeremy Leloup. What was the point of Jeremy Leloup just saying anything? Just walk away from it. You're coming back into this game. It's probably disappointing he didn't come up with a steal, but he was trying to insinuate that Yuman Bartolos fell over. Well, Jeremy Leloup now just needs to keep quiet because he's still going on. Just needs to keep quiet. You can see right there, Alexandre Chasson very disappointed in him. There's no need to say anything. Just get on with it. Simons makes the free throw. That's his first point other than a free. And another technical foul's been called. This time on Rashid Suleiman. JDA Dijon. After the timeout about setting his own press and coming back into it now, just losing the discipline. That's his second technical. He's out of here. Well, I mean, that was just careless. So that'll now be another free throw for Telekom Baskets Bonn, but JDA Dijon got to reflect on themselves. You know, the season's not over yet. Maybe cementing that top 4 finish, but you know, how you finish is very important going into the playoffs. You got to have the right mindset, and too many mental glitches tonight. Martin Brunnig in the lane. Martin Brunnig goes up. Martin Brunnig gets down one. Now he's going to go to the free throw to make it a 3-point play. Just too easy off the pick and roll. Faked out 2 help side defenders. Now he's got a chance to put him back up by 11 with 3:28 to go here in the fourth quarter. And he takes the free throw, doesn't get it. JDA Dijon have to be quick here. Gotta be crucial in every offense, as well as every defense. Wants to pick and pop with Jeremy Leloup. Leloup for three. Leloup from downtown doesn't get it. William Subotic had a few words for Leloup. Now looking for a handoff with Yulman Polos Bartolo. Get this one out to Martin Brunig. Off to Subotic. Subotic steps back 15 feet. Boy, and Subotic right back in the face of Jeremy Leloup. This game going right down. Every play being big for both teams. Monte Olna, very quiet here in the second half. Goes all the way, gets fouled. Over the free throw line now for 2 shots. He took it in, just had a little step back, and obviously had a few words for Leloup, and then just nailed it right on him. He makes the first free throw, cuts it down to an 11-point ball game, and this game not over. 2:37 to go. JDA Dijon, very smart defense. Get out in transition early, force a few turnovers. I mean, they did that in the timeout a few minutes ago before the double technicals were called. Go back to that zone press. That's still right there if they can throw into it. Frazier now gets caught with Martin Brunig. Now getting the hand of Eugene Lawrence. And on the shot clock now. Dijon don't want to foul here. Eugene Lawrence all the way. Kicks this one out. Big time three. End of the shot clock. Don't get it. Foul's been called. Now it's against Eugene Lawrence. That's another chance for JDA Dijon to put some points on the board. Now the problem for JDA Dijon is they can't foul anymore because any fouls will send Telekom Bonn to the free throw line. As Eugene Lawrence picks up his 4th personal. Well, we got a timeout now. As Dijon want to talk about it. They've got just over 2 minutes to save themselves.
Jérémy, t'es là. Chasse after free throw. Chasse is stay here. Okay? Dave, you are here. Il a non tir. Axia. You follow the ball, chasse. You follow and you go really aggressive to the trap. Okay, really aggressive. Okay, Dave, you get this pass. Axel, tu coupes la passe ici. And Jérémy, les gardiens, goalkeeper, nobody here. Okay, but you try to see. Là, il passe here, Dave. It's you. Et là, il joue 4 passes, vraiment, je sais. Okay,
see such a tactical coach, how he wants to go about it. Miss will make options off the timeout, but again, one thing he's got to know is when it ends this game, he's got to make sure when they go back to France, they reflect on themselves. So we're going into the playoffs, so they don't have any glitches like they've had tonight. I mean, 3 technicals, sorry. Ejection. Just something they got to turn around. It's on free throw now for Chasson. Makes the first one. 2:12 to go here. Cuts it down to a 9-point ball game. Pretty sure he's going to want to put them on that zone press. Try and slow down the offense by Telekom Bonn getting into their half. Makes the second one. 9-point ball game. Oh, struggling to get it in. Subotic is now on the ball. Gets this one out to Bartolo. JDA Dijon don't want to foul here. Any time on the clock now to get a few offenses led No foul, no reach. Upside now, baseline. Bartolo is too easy. Puts it back up by 10. Well, the defense just not good enough. Beautiful play there by Telekom Bonn. Jeremy Leloup now. Olsen now off one screen. What's it? Omar, he's got a wide open Leloup. Leloup tries a three-pointer from the top. Doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds. 1:40 to go. Eugene Lawrence now got it by David Holston. Almost lost it. Keep it alive. Traveling violation. There's no mental glitches now, or it could be available for. There's almost one glitch right there, but look at this beautiful pass. I mean, where was the help side defense? Solo goes up to 22 points. Top scorer in this game. JDA Dijon have to be quick. I mean, they gotta go as quick as possible. Chassang tries a three from downtown. The big fella in and out, almost got it. Well, it was a good look, but just couldn't knock it down. That's been the problem with JDA Dijon. They haven't been able to hit those outside shots. They almost lose it. Backcourt violation. Another turnover for Telekom Bonn. Now JDA Dijon have another opportunity to chip into the deficit. Well, they have to be smart, as simple as that. He lays it up, and it's an 8-point ball game. Foul's being called. It's on David Holston. So 2 free throws now for Eugene Lawrence. Eugene Lawrence, well, I mean, he's had a very good career in Europe and featured for some teams in the Basketball Champions League. He makes the first one. His team back up by 9 points. Remember, he is from Brooklyn, New York, and played at the St. John's University in his hometown. Proud native of the Big Apple. Good seasons for basketball, Nymburk for that matter. Get it, and under a minute to go now. Telekom Bonn lead this one by 10 points. And they've been very sloppy here at the end. I mean, they're lucky they built a good lead, and JDA Dijon haven't been making the perimeter shots because it could have been a different story. Brunick spins around, Brunick goes up. Martin Brunick makes it look easy. Puts him up by 12 points. This one out now. Jeremy Leloup for 3. He gets fouled. Jeremy Leloup will go to the free throw line. 3 shots. That's his 4th personal foul of the game. Makes the first free throw. He cut it down to a 7-point ball game when he picked up that technical foul, and then moments later, Rashid Suleiman picked up another one. Again, that was just probably the difference in the game, and the comeback was definitely on. It was over 3 minutes left in the game, and something they can't afford going into the playoffs. And they can't have the mentality that, you know, we're qualified, we're going through. I mean, you got to play every game like it means something. Make the foul, Martin Brunick. Jeremy Leloup now fouls out of the game with 5 fouls, and he'll be very disappointed. Fantastic player. He's got to look at this game, put a line under it, and get ready to move on to game day 14, the final game here of the regular season, the Basketball Champions League. Remember, this is the 4th year of one of Europe's best competitions. Europe's finest featuring in this. We've got Aiku won the championship 2 years ago. God. Versailles Tenerife won it in the inaugural year and also made the final last year. In the lane now, Brunig's got to kick this one out. Subotic for three. Subotic in the corner, doesn't get it. 15 seconds now. Axel Julian will go. And a little Euro step. Julian gets down to an 8-point lead. The transition, what do we have? Martin Brunig, take up. Martin Brunig gets down one. Und ein, bitte schön. You gotta love Martin Brunig for the little things he does for his team. He's such a hustle player, but this is a guy who's got good handle. Probably one part of his game he could improve would be his perimeter shot, but I mean, he just does the simple things, and such a reliable professional. Makes a three-point play, back to an 11-point lead. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for joining us here in the city of Bonn for game day 13, but at the end of this one, JDA Dijon 72, Telekom Baskets Bonn 83. It's all over here at the Telekom Dome Arena. Well, the boys here from Germany will be very happy. Both these two teams going through top four in Group D. Well, that is as it stands at the end of this one. Teams will go joint records of 8-5. It's all over. Simon Zaragoza stay top with 84, while Besiktas Sampo Japan qualified with a big. Sorry, Besiktas Sampo Segota qualified, tonight with a very, very big victory. Sees them move to 6-7-6. But at the end of this one, Telekom Baskets Bonn 83, JDA Dijon 72. What a game it was here in game day 13 of the Basketball Champions League. To say it was a physical encounter was definitely an understatement. These two teams were just really gunning for it. Going back and forth and just giving literally everything they had. Jim Lawrence with that big time end of third quarter three-pointer. Yeah, this one, Gilman Polo Spazzolo led the way for pink and whites here in Germany. Martin Brunig, as we mentioned, gave a lot of accolades. Does the simple things for his team. Look at some of the stats here, as you can see. Telekom Baskets Bonn, 59% from within the rainbow, 37 from the perimeter, 75 from the line ball. Dijon 8 for 29 for the perimeter, 16 for 20 for the free throw line. And Bonn had 3 more rebounds, 5 assists. JDA Dijon did put on a lot of zone press. Still come up with 7 steals in the game, but it's too little, too late to say the least. Alexander Chasson led the way for JDA Dijon. Yoman Polas Bartolo led the way with 22 points for Telekom Baskets Bonn. Benjamin Simons was 16. He had 5 3-pointers in this game. Great shooting performance by that man. There you can see the fans doing the handshake with the fans. The natural sort of end of game greeting to a warm, or thank you if you like, to the home fans. You gotta love German basketball fans. They're so passionate. They come in big numbers and they show such loyal support to their teams, and just becomes a very inclusive and sort of competitive environment. Mix of the best worlds. Such a beautiful country as well, for that matter. That is the end of this one, ladies and gentlemen. Telekom Baskets Bonn and JDA Dijon, regardless of the result, both of them have 8 victories. Both of them will be finishing in the top 4. So we join with Besiktas Sampo Segota. Well, Group D was one of the most competitive groups here in the Basketball Champions League, and here's the final thank you gesture to the fans for their support. Get the fans going. You've got to love this now. They'll raise the arms. There, you can see it. The cheer. So that is their signal for Dankeschön to their loyal supporters, to the cheerleaders, to the coaching staffs. Players now can look forward. There's DeLeo. Fuji out to injury, which probably was going to be a big loss to them, but they're always going to be missing a player like him. But he can start to relax. He can start to plan forward. What an atmosphere was there, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is what the Basketball Champions League is all about. And You see some of the highlights. Julian Bartolo baselining, and nobody boxed out. Alec Brown. David Holston now kicking out Shasong. Back down and telling Ishak to get up and say, look, no more of that. There's a three by Cebu from downtown. It's a real game changer. So Julian now trying a little bit of pick and pop in. You see big time dunk here from Richard Solomon. Solomon not in the mood for games. He's in the mood for business right now. Down the lane, Yulman, Polo Bartolo. I mean, somehow you got to stop that man. The basket now, Lamonte Omar off the backboard. Everything's going really smooth now. But that is the end of the Basketball Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. Yulman, Polo Bartolo nailing it from downtown. There's the sort of situation that box out Martin Brink. That really cost him. It's a bit of a game changer for them, and they got to do better than that. There was a bit of transition play in. Suleiman, before he got ejected, going in aggressively to the basket. It was that kind of evening, and it was a frustration for JDA Dijon, and they were in this game coming back. The two technical fouls really just ruined it for them. Wilson going all the way to the basket, laying it up. There's a transition now, the Euro step from Axel Julien. Just too little, too late to say the least, but there's Martin Bruni now finishing off with the M1. And it was that kind of evening now for the home side. Telekom Bonn picking up the victory. We'll just look at the Group D fixtures going into game day 14. Telekom Bonn somehow just find themselves in top place, but that will all change tomorrow when Casademont and Zaragoza play. Possibly. We'll find out. We thank you for joining us here tonight. But now it's good night here from the Basketball Champions League. We'll see you next week and tomorrow, actually, for more Game Day 13 fixtures. Good night.